I'm Scott Roth.
I'm Josh Munson from Green Mountain Gearheads.
I guess I'm from Rothspeed, so you kind of know that, but...
Yep.
So now that you've got to drive the truck a little bit, what are some of your first impressions about driving a Rothspeed chassis and out in the wild here?
Well, I want to say that I'm amazed, of course, but that doesn't describe it. I mean, the drivability, the ease of control. I mean, we're driving around going over Vermont-sized potholes, one hand, to know that I've got that control and a couple of fingertips, and then to go to full-blown racing mode whenever I'd like. I mean, I've never driven anything that looks like this, that handles like that. So I've been around a lot of cars, and you walk up on one that's that close to the ground, you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to drive smart, avoid deep holes, speed bumps, and we pretty much hammered everything that the roads had to offer, and I never heard a sound. I mean, really expected to bottom out, not a problem.
Or riding 3.5 inches off the road on the front cross member.
I mean, I feel like it could drive a lot harder than I'm pushing it, for sure.
There's some special quality to it where after a little while, you don't notice any one thing.
Right.
So you don't notice you don't have a bump steer issue where you hit a bump and you get a jiggle. Or in a diving corner, you start to lose a little steering feel or whatever. So it just seems like it's solid through the whole gamut that you're running on these roads out there. And
for someone who's buying a car like this or building one, you put all the stuff you want to put in there, and then however it handles, you learn how to drive the car to keep it on the road and stuff. I don't have to do that in this. I can just drive, and I can now focus on everything else. The throttle control, brake control. I'm not hanging on for dear life. I want to check the gauge, I can. You know, you don't have to let the car drive you. You can actually just drive. And the point I want to drive home is, and I'm doing dyno stuff and tuning, I'm around a lot of brand new, Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes. We see that stuff. This is on par with that level of engineering and handling without all the driver's aids. There is no electronic traction control or electronic steering assist or advanced track or any of those things.
Or any of the ABS. I mean, just basic ABS.
Exactly. This is set up with manual brakes right now.
Yeah, no power brakes, manual
brakes.
I
would barely be able to tell.
Yeah.
It is that level of handling and performance in a driver's car where the driver's in control. I mean, so yes, is it way better than a 72 Chevy? Well, of course it is.
You can do some bolt-on parts and be better than a stock 72.
It's hard not to be better than that. But to be on the same level as an OEM manufacturer producing what they consider the best at the time is just incredible.
And pretty much it's just a chassis swap.
Yeah.
That's all that this truck is.
Bolted on.
It's a bolt-on piece.
Right.
So.
I know we tell a lot of customers that cars are a lot about sacrifice. More and more power, less and less reliability. But typically, more and more handling means terrible ride.
Harsh ride.
Just awful.
It feels like you got cinder blocks for shocks because it's a race and you're just slamming.
And the car I built for myself was just like that. Like, I've got these sweet springs and shocks and everything, and really getting in the twisties, and then you'd hit, a line in the asphalt, and it felt like I was going to send my teeth through my eyeballs.
Cool. Let's wrap it up.
Thanks, man.
I've had enough talking for a year.